What's happening, guys? Safety Liner C2 here. Question of the month. We're going to dive straight into it. We'll take a look at last month's question first, which was how does your district or contractor do numbering? And let's take a look at the videos that were submitted. Alright, so the first submission is from Caleb. Let's see what he had to say.
Hello everybody, it's Caleb, and I'm going to go ahead and get started with my response to this question of the month. First we're going to do my contractor. All of you know by now it's Illinois Central School Bus, also known as North American Central School Bus. I am the Alton School District contract here in Alton, Illinois, about 20-something minutes from St. Louis, Missouri, which most of you know where that is. But our fleet 1 through 65 are our full-size buses, including P1, P2, and P3, which are for the Principia College contract, which can also be used in Alton. They just have Illinois Central School Bus lettering on them. And then we got 200 through 211, which are mid-sized IC C2s and Bluebirds. We got a little bit of everything. And then we've got 100 through 127. These are all our short buses. It might be a few more, give or take, and usually they use some as spares or vice versa. And then these are all the spares right here for the full size. And then of course we got the holding lot down here, which has stuff from all the states they serve, or upstate Illinois, or downstate. Mostly downstate because to the Peru, Illinois location, which is the other holding lot for northern Illinois. And then I'm going to show you guys a little something too. We got First Student down the road. They got, like, I think it's 50 and 70 series buses. I think these are ex-Edwardsville school district buses, because First Student has a contract in Edwardsville. Yes, there is a First Student in Alton School District. I know, but not much I could do about that. Beverly Farms still hasn't got a new contractor, and at least went with Illinois Central. Then we could have had enough buses for them, but I guess they didn't want us. But yeah, now we're going to go talk about the transit agency, Madison County Transit. My transit agency goes off of a size numbering system. It doesn't really apply to the 25-footer Ford buses that are used on the low ridership routes, 79 through 91. I guess you could just say without the extra 2 numbers, it's just a 25-footer. And then these are the 30-footers, as you could tell by the first 2 parts of the number. They measure out to be 32 feet long, but you know the first part of the number is that's how we do it here. The number is the size instead of the year, like some agencies do it. Then of course these are 35 footers, these are 40s, and then that's how they did it with the old ones too. These ones don't exist anymore, for those of you that are confused and think, where's 3001 through 3037? They're retired. Most of them went to Miami, Florida. But yeah, and then they used to have, I don't know how the numbering system used to work, but it used to just basically be based off of a number. But yeah, that'll pretty much do it for that. And then of course they park it by size. 1 row is 30 footers, 1 row is 40s. Besides the back row where they got the turtle tops, they got some 30s, and then they got some 40s, and then the 4 35 footers are right here. But yeah, and then this is the graveyard, of course. And then Metro does a year numbering system, which is you know, for example, 220 would be the year 2000, and then 70 through 79 would be the unit number, like it's the 70th unit through the 79th unit. Because yes, they did have 2001 through 2061 too, but they skip a lot of numbers too. And then these are the 03s, which doesn't really make sense. But as you guys could see, it's pretty much explains itself. If you guys did the math, you could see 3 plus 5 would make those a 2008. 3 plus 6 would make those a 2009. This is confusing. The 3801 was the pilot bus for the 2011 order. Fun fact, we had to buy their 2010s because they couldn't commit to it, and we needed new buses at the time to replace these ones. So we took over their contract, and they just ordered the BRT and what they needed instead of the low floor. But yeah, and then they do have a trolley now, which I think is pretty cool, but it's used on the Scott Air Force Base. But yeah, that's pretty much how Metro's numbering system works. And then these numbers are just backwards, but it makes the year too pretty much. Besides down here is when it gets a little wonky. And yes, they do have 4 40-footer electrics and 14 60-footer electrics. The 40-footers are Gillig, and then, you know, the 60-footers are New Flyer. But then this is the main shop. They park everything outside and inside here. They also fix St. Louis Fire and Police Department vehicles here. And this is where they do all the major body shop, major engine rebuilds, midlife rehabs, and all of that here at the main shop. This is the Illinois garage. This is where the training shop is. And you can see the training courses. This is where they're training everybody. This is where they also park the training units. The old 60-footer articulated buses are here too now, 2201 through 2215. These came from Canada. If you go look up 2004 New Flyer D60 LF online, you will see pictures of them, you know. But those are pretty much retired and used for training now. Then the Illinois garage is probably one of the biggest besides this one. Everything's parked indoors at all these garages, as you can see here, and then you're assigned a bay and you pull it out from there. This is the DeBoliver garage. You're assigned a bay. There's no numbered order at Metro. You just park them how you park them. Here at MCT, we got a placard above the driver's seat that says the vehicle number, and then it says slot like 80 or slot 95 or something like that. Then you got Champaign-Urbana. I really like their numbering system. They do the year and the number. This is how I think a lot of agencies do it and should do it. It's very easy to understand. And then they park indoors too. But yeah, that's pretty much my response to the question of the month. I know it's a little off topic by adding a little bit of parts to it. But yes, Cameron, I do agree with what you said in last month's question of the month. That is the very cool thing about having a contractor, is that holding lot. But yeah, thank you very much again, Cameron, and I hope everybody has a great month and a great summer, and I hope everybody's school year starts out great.
Thanks, Caleb, for submitting. I don't think there's really much to add here because we were just talking about numbering, so let's just take a look at the next one, which was submitted by Bus Driver 385.
Hey guys, so today we're going to do a quick video on well, this is the question of the month. Sorry if you hear background noise. This is just the numbering system in my district. We don't really have like our numbering system is just keep counting up, like our lowest number bus. Now we do have a few oddballs like bus 322. 322s are only oddball left. We used to have 357, but 357 is gone. I don't know how I believe we had this, our old numbering system, so like say, this bus right here, 385, the best bus of all time right here. Its old number is 85. If you look on a lot of our older bus rear bulkheads, it says their old number on it. And I believe what they did is that they added 3 to 385, to 85, so it would be 385. Because we had bought 385 buses at the time. 385th bus, so they just gave the number 385. But with like 322, 357, what they did They're probably number 22 and 57. If you look on 322, there's a bunch of 22s everywhere instead of 322s. They're only bus left with final numbers and with a 2-digit number. But if you look on the inside of the door, it says 20. If you look on our numbers and inside of our doors, there's a 322 there, and that's why I call it 322 instead of 22. I think I might have pictures of it somewhere. But yeah. Now it's the only yeah, we don't really have that many. That's the number because it was kind of like Cabell or Baldwinsville, just keeps counting up, or Lamers. You can see we got like 343, which is 1999. And then our highest number bus is 488. I don't have any pictures of it. Which is 2022. So it just keeps counting up. But yeah, and if you see a bus that so you go from like say this bus right here, well, our bus 466 is a 2019. Then we go over to 467 is 2019. 466 also is one. But then you go to 468, which is 2018. That's because we bought 468 used. So it goes in the order that we bought them in, not by how old it is. So yeah, yeah, we also put all of our buses, obviously besides 322, have route changers on all four. We have 4 route changers. We got one on the hood. It's Missouri spec to have it on the hood below the driver's window. Well, like somewhere near below the driver's window. One in the rear and one right next to the door. So we got 4 route changers in every bus we have. It's kind of weird to have route changers and everything, but it's actually super common in Missouri to do that. Independence does the same thing, which is a nearby district to me. So it's actually more common than that seems. But yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.
Alright, thanks for submitting. Again, there's not too much to add here, so let's see what Brandon had to say.
Alright, you already know who I am. I used to ride first student to get to school. Now I'm in high school and I have to ride the city bus. So let's just dive right into the first student part. So first student's numbering system, it consists of 6 numbers. And then it gets a little more advanced later in time. So right now we have 22, 54, 24. The first number and the last number in this series is the year. So it's a 2 and a 4, that means it's 2004. 20, 34, 56, that is a 2006, indicated by the 2 and the 6. 211, 716, again, 2 and 6 is a 2006. This one's a C. 218, 516, 2606. This one, Little Courbet, it's 228807. It still follows that same formatting, so it's 2007, based on the 2 in the front and the 7 at the end. 211, 478, again, same formatting, 2 in the front and 8 at the end is 2008. Now here's where it kind of changes in 09, 10, 35. So the 2 numbers in front, the 09 means it's a 2009. I don't know why they changed it right then and there. Again, same thing with the C2. It's actually an STA C2. 09, 4806. You may think it's an 06 because the last 2, but it's the first 2 in the front. It's an 09, 2009. Okay, 10, 18, 77. It's a 2010 with that changed formatting in the 2009s. 11, 11, 40. Again, 2011. The first 2 numbers, new format. 127, 644. First 2 numbers, it's a 2012. It's an STA bus. Okay, Back to first student, we have 130013, 2013 C2, based on the two numbers in the front. 140015, okay, two numbers in the front, 2014. 161429 is 2016 because of the two numbers in the front, yep. And here's where the things changed again in the 2017. So here we have HCJE 3100. Now, as far as I'm concerned, these are the last 8 digits of the VIN, and that's how they number their buses, but I don't know why they did this or why they changed it. But so, HC, it's letters in the front to let you know the year. HC equals 17. Here we have JCJU 7740 and 7741. Again, with that last 8 digits of the VIN, the first two, JC, means it's 2018. Here's KCKT 8359. And again, the last 8 numbers of the VIN. KC means 2019. This one actually isn't numbered yet. This is when it was fresh and new, but it ended up to be an LCLW bus, which is a 2020. And LC means 2019, or 2020, I'm sorry. And this here is a 2021 C2 with our black grille, and it is MCMM 4003. MCMM 4003, I'm pretty sure. Again, with that same digiting with the last 8 digits of the VIN. So that was first student. We're going to move on to NFTA now. Okay. Here we have bus 2006. It's a 2000 Nova Bus LFS. You can tell the year, not because it's like 2006. It's the first 2 digits. So 20 equals 2000. Okay, 2122. It's a 2001 because of the first 2 digits. 2218 is a 2002. Again, first 2 digits. 2403 is a 2004. 2511 is 2005. 2630, 2006. 2708, 2007. Here's where things changed up. 1012 is a 2010. 1125 is in 2011. 1208, 2012. 1301, 2013. 1501, 2015. 1621, 2016. 1712, 2017. 1809, 2018. And 1914 is a 2019. Now, because of this weird numbering, how the older buses start with a 2, I'm not sure how they're going to number their 2021 buses, so we'll see in the future.
Thanks, Brandon, for submitting, and just, leave it to first student to do something stupid with their numbering. Freaking first student. Alright, let's get into the comment replies, starting with ItIGo23, who said, our district, Magnolia ISD, has route changers as their bus numbers, i.e. Route 23 or Route 506. Our 2-digit routes are normal full-size buses, while our 3-digit numbered routes, 500 through 524, are for sped runs. We also have unit numbers, which is basically an ID, which can help determine the age of the bus. For example, the oldest bus is 4065 from 1987, and the newest bus I've seen is 4253, which was just newly manufactured a few months ago. I have a video of it on my channel. Our unit numbers go from 4065 to 4253 as far as I'm aware. Some buses are retired, 4083, 4105, and 4137, just for reference. The rest of it is just a bunch of numbers, so just kind of look over here, pause it if you want to, if you're interested, and that's a lot of numbers, so I'm just not gonna, even though the question was about numbering. Anyways, next comment. Kingston Smith said, my bus company, our bus numbers go from 800s to 810s to 820s, then skips to 870s to 880s. then to 1810s, then skips to 1860s, then skips to 1880s, then to 3600, then to 3650, and then to 5400, and then to 5440, and then to 7200. I am regretting asking this question. Then to 7210, 20, 30, 40, and keeps going for that row. Then skips to 9000, skips to 9070, then keeps on going. But our route numbers are all in order, but the bus numbers aren't. But some districts we have like 6-digit numbers when they only have 30 routes. I don't know why the owner does it. It maybe has something to do with state transportation, and some of the routes go by character names like SpongeBob or Mickey Mouse, Scooby-Doo, Popeye, or Bugs Bunny. I assume that is for the elementary students. I know some districts do like colors or animals, stuff like that, just so that it's a lot easier to remember than a number. Spongy said, my district numbers then 1 to 25. The bus numbers align with the route number. The state ID system is a lot more complicated, though. Jesus said, district, county name, public schools, North Carolina. Numbers, I'm honestly not sure, as our newer buses coming in seem to be numbered 50 through 90, it seems, mostly some new Bluebirds. We finally got a few new CEs, and of course some beautiful C2s. However, I think our mechanic is a Bluebird type beat guy, so we have more new Visions. Older buses 2006 and behind were numbered by hundreds, minus the one bus numbered 2008. It's retired now, and after about 06, newer buses were numbered 10 and up, and continuing that trend. A few buses such as 476 and 77, however, are 14 or 15 C2s, and a bus 197, formerly an FS65, was changed to a 2020 Vision. John said, we have been numbering our buses since bus 1. We are now up to 269. Higher the number, newer the bus, besides the few lot stocks we got. We have had 225s and 290s, though. That's the simplest numbering system you can go with. Rockin' Randy said, so Cambridge just uses numbers, like our fleet is numbered 3, 4, 11, 13, 15, 24, 31 through 44. I believe they've only had 4 buses that had the year the bus was made in the number. Ours were 25 and 26, 98 and 99, 06 and 16. However, after 2000, they just went to numbers. For example, I used to ride bus 5, and now I drive my car, but my mom drives bus 38. Now my grandma drives for Noble Local Schools in neighboring Noble County, and they use the year of manufacture and the number. For example, she drives bus 2015. However, when they are called out on the radio, dispatch uses the number assigned to the bus and does not say the year of manufacturer. Chris Safety Liner C2 said, so for my district, Lake District Schools, Florida, our numbers work kind of the same thing as Kentucky's. There are 4 numbers put on our buses. The first 2 numbers of the bus are the year. There's no dash between the numbers. For example, my sophomore year, the number of the bus I rode was 1719, which was a 17C2. There were 3 other sisters of 1719, which were 1717, 18, and 20, all 27C2s. But there is one bus that has weird numbering. It was L7, which was an 08C2. There was one other bus that had an incorrect number. It was 0827. What was wrong with the first 2 numbers was the bus that was actually a 09C2 on the build plate inside the bus. In Florida 2009 was the first model year of C2s to have the MBE OM 926LA engine. This bus ran that engine and someone complained to the district about numbering and they refused to change it, so I know this bus is an 09 and not an 08. That seems like such a specific thing to complain about, but okay. The Eric Free said Crompton Greaves ISD is numbered from 1 to 19, but we only have roughly 20 buses. We had a 99 TCFE that was renumbered to 0 because we needed more buses to be divided out for COVID. I'm sure they probably sold that bus along with some others, and we may have got new buses. Andrew said we did 1 through 150, 2000, and in 2001 we started from 1, and now including the order of 22 Visions, we're on 67. Adam said, back in the day we did 1 through 100, but jumped to 500 sometime in the early 80s. We've kept on going since then, and our highest numbered bus is currently 842. CSX 8817 Productions said, My district buses are 3-digit numbers. It started with bus 001 up to bus 999. Buses in 000s were Bluebird All-American REs. Some were TC 2000 REs, and the hundreds used to be TCs till they got replaced by C2s. And they go up to 410 and 500 are ICFEs. Some are Handy Visions, and some are 09 All-American 600s are Handy FEs. FE300s and 700s up to 950 are my All-Americans. 960 to 999 are my 08 Visions. 892 to 97 are my CEs. Also this year we're getting our first electric bus by Lion. We're getting 5 of those, but I don't know what number they're gonna be. That should be interesting. Let me know how that ends up going. Steven said, sorry for adding to the essays, but since I don't have my school computer, I'm stuck to... Dang it, Steven, come on! Originally, we simply numbered from 1 to 43. When a bus was retired, that number got filled in. However, when we consolidated with another district in 2010, due to a state law, the fleet that we owned was renumbered into the 100s. So bus 1 became 101 and 43 became 143. The single-digit buses from the other district were renumbered into the 120s, so bus 6 became 126, and the double-digit ones were renumbered into the 150s, so bus 16 became 156. Talked about that one in the oddball bus question of the month. However, their bus 17, their highest numbered one, was renumbered to 117 instead, which I guess it was to put it closer to its sisters. After that, we decided to fill in the missing numbers and then just start climbing. However, our 2018s first came numbered as 1701 and 2 as an experiment, but that only lasted a week before they became 158 and 57 respectively. Our highest numbered bus now is 172, which I assume one of the next, probably. However, most of the 120s and 140s plus all of the 130s are gone. That bus dude said Albemarle County, I hope that's how you say it, Virginia has slightly over 200 buses which are numbered sequentially starting at number 1. The highest one I know of is 223. The only exception to that are the minibuses which were numbered at the 4100 range. All have been sold off except for 4110, which is an activity bus, and picture is on screen. Alright, Nishan said he didn't want to make my life easier, so, okay. He said, I like year number, that's what I've grown up with. When I was in high school, when our 2015s came in, they were labeled number year. As you could imagine, that caused a lot of confusion on the first week of school. I couldn't help but laugh when I heard a kid walking down the bus line saying, why are there so many bus 15s? Because they were so used to the year number and the kids don't know any better. That resulted in the district/company removing the year from every bus, so now they're just strictly number. Where I work at, we had very few buses that had the year in it, but the ones that did had both year number and number year. We're down to 1 with a year in it. Also, we put A in the number, which means there's a lift. I don't... The letters are just kind of weird throwing in there. I understand. But why not put, like, L for lift or S for sped or something and not A? Just... let's just choose a random letter on the keyboard and hit it. Alright, and last but not least, this comes from Connor, BusDriver43. He sent me an email and said, put this picture in with my comment, but he didn't write a comment. I do know how their numbering system works. It is number year, as you can see based off of this picture, so that's that. Alright, and let's get into this month's question of the month. As always in September, what did your district or contractor or whoever does your busing, what did y'all get, if anything? Unfortunately out here, we haven't gotten anything since 2018. I think we're going to be getting some stuff next year. As far as I'm aware, they're on a 12-year replacement cycle, and I think the oldest are 2010s, if I'm not mistaken. The oldest in-service buses. I know there are a few older ones still out and about here and there as subs. So, nothing, unfortunately, this year. I really wish that there would be, though. I'll go ahead and throw out Sci-Fair. I know has gotten some new stuff. I think they ordered almost 400 new CEs and a couple ICREs as well, which I've mentioned before, and I will continue to mention again. I think these ICREs are the best spec ICREs in the country, and this is not just me being biased, this is me genuinely thinking that, although it probably is a little biased because I did go there. And I am very jealous that I am not living there anymore because I would love to see those ICREs on the road. Alright, so simple as that. If y'all got something, let me know down below. If not, not everyone can get something every year. It sucks, but, oh well. Whenever we do get something, it will just be that much better, though. It'll be worth the wait, I'm sure. So, let me know down below, or by submitting a video and making my life a little bit easier. You can find out more about that in the description. Alrighty guys, so that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Always do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe right down here. It's a magical red button that says you are now subscribed to Safety Liner C2. Make sure you comment up here, down here, over here, or over here. I don't know where they put it, don't care where they put it. Make sure you also give this video a thumbs up, or you're never ever going to get any new buses ever again. And make sure you also share this video with a friend, show it to your mom, show it to your dad, show it to a guy in a random street. I don't care, don't let anything happen to you. So yeah guys, that's going to do it for this video, and thanks for watching.